Hey everybody, Tim from LogiSense here, and in this video we're going to talk a little bit about custom fields. What happens when we have some extra information that maybe we need to store in an account or a service that we're selling, extra information that we might want to track, report on, export or import in from other different systems, and how do we extend the system to be able to hold that extra data that we might want to have. So let's jump in here into the user interface, and we're going to take a look right now. I'm on an Acme Co account, and I'm in the account settings area. And one of the things that we see here on the right-hand side is I've actually added in a custom field here for building lock code. You know, maybe there's something that we need to track to be able to get into a certain different cabinet inside of an account. Maybe there's other different things that we might want to track for this account. It can be any kind of information that we might want to track. And so we've got an example here is a building lock code. Another example, if we jump over into the product catalog and we take a look at any of the different services that we're offering. Maybe I go down here to my telematics service and I've got my custom fields where maybe I've got a certain diagnostics code that's supposed to be coming back, or maybe this requires maintenance, or other different fields that I might want to track or support onto this different service. So each of these different custom fields, I want to appear as part of the solution, make it available to all the users of the billing system, but at the same point, I want some control about how I'm going to configure those. So let's jump into the extensibility area to see how we set that up in the system. So we have our custom fields section here, and we're able to create custom fields on different entities inside of the system. So if I'm creating a new field, I'm going to choose which entity that I want to add it to, what's the type of field that I want to store, is it a string, is it Boolean, is it a character, is it a date, time, is it text? What's the type of field that I want to store? Is it a list that I'm going to pick from? Is it a lookup field? I can set up all of those different pieces of information. And then I'm able to edit those. So in this case here, I have a string field that I'm using. I could put a default value in there. Is it a required field that always has to be put in? Does it need to be unique inside of the database? As well as what kind of validation maybe that I want to run. So in the case of a string field here, maybe is it an address, a bank account number, a certain different built-in regular expressions, or maybe I want to do a customer regular expression to validate this field when anybody's going to be adding that into the system. So those are some different examples that you're able to do for any kind of string-based items. If I take a look over here on this diagnostics code one that we looked at, I can specify the different values that I might want to have in that list, and that drop down what order are they going to be in, and really customize and create that list in here. So I'm going to define the different fields that I want to create on the different entities. And then the last step that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my layout for those entities. And here we can see for the account one, I've got my building lock code that I put in there. And I've got multiple different slots throughout those custom field areas of where I might want to position that field. So in the case of the service that we saw, we have our diagnostics code on top, our required maintenance is below it, and we can create as many different custom fields as we want and lay them out into those tabs into the user interface to be filled in. So that's one of the key things that we've always wanted to make sure is available inside of our billing platform, is being able to extend it and wrap it around your business. So if there's custom information or extra fields that you need to track on different entities in the system, it's easy to configure, set up, and maintain. So thanks a lot for joining us in this video, and we hope to see you in other different videos for this series.